Hello, welcome to part 193 of our Bedrock Survival series. Poop. Just checking the audio, okay. So last night's stream was only a half hour, so I didn't keep it. I try to only retain streams that are at least 40 minutes long, preferably an hour. And in that stream, I just made a little update here for a tree farm coming right from below, since this is actually a 7-block space from the swale, I mean. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't think it's a bad use of space. I think it's unique. It really depends on the success of the farm. If it's really bustling, then I'll keep it. If it's not, then there's virtually no point. So I didn't back up the save file last night because I want to be able to revert my changes quickly if I don't like it. We shall see. They had a baby, which is good. But yeah, I don't think it's terribly invasive of a change down here. There was a lot of open space down here, and I don't mind that it sort of siphons off here into a hallway, because I want there to be some structure. Because I wanted you to know. Sorry. Because I wanted there to be some like function and flow to the basement. So it's okay, it's just, it really depends on how well these grow. One grew before. I need to be able to replace the farm outside. And actually what I'm seeing is this here would also be a 7-block space. So since I haven't backed up the save file anyway, and I'm not going to, for the reason that I want to be able to reverse my changes if I don't like it, I'm going to actually bring this here. Because this is 9 more trees that I could plant right there. I am also going to remove these because I feel like they could possibly be obstructing some growth. And honestly, this is fine here. Oh, I don't have to remove that because it's not in line with the trunk. I'll only remove things that are in line with a trunk. Do I have 4 more? I kind of don't want it snaking through into this room because then it almost like defeats the purpose of how the house tapers in that direction. It'll hollow it out in a strange way. But I'm sure it'll be fine. This is all subject to change and review because, you know, maybe I'll just want to build a dedicated entire wing for everything farming utility instead of trying to cram it into the main space. Or maybe I'll determine that I don't want to expand the house anymore in any direction, and then that would be a good use of space. I'm not sure yet. It'll all become clear. spot was like meant for it. Actually, this will be 12 additional trees because I'll be able to take this down. Again, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Got a little turned around there for a second. And then I just take this down. Like I said, I have the previous file, so if I don't like this, I can quickly undo the changes. Yeah, see how it starts to like... Actually, I'm not really against this. It's just, when you start seeing the exterior from the interior, because it gets hollowed out, it's like, well, why not just expand this space 4 blocks in this direction? Why not have it go all the way out here? You know what I mean? So it starts to do that a little bit. I'll keep this here because this looks nice here. Yeah, it's on brand for sure. And we'll see if any of these grow. And we'll see how I feel about it. Let me go outside and let me think about where I would put a tree farm. I like this room. I don't just want this to be like a tree farm or something. Where did I... Oh. I'm not expanding at all in this direction. Not expanding at all by the shore. Not happening. Not expanding in this direction. And really, I don't want to go anywhere in this direction either, because it'll take away from this whole field that I afforded. Maybe there is some beauty in there being a joined space between the main floor and the basement being used for cattle and farm and such. Maybe the open the main living area, having a balcony that can overlook the trees growing from basement level, there's some beauty in that. Maybe it's not a makeshift solution. I don't want to expand the house anywhere. And actually, I think this could be my farm right here. This could be where my cattle live, right here. Why overcomplicate things, you know? And it would make sense. Because it's right next to the little tree farm. Now the trees have to grow. If they don't grow, then all of this will be pointless. They do have to grow. As I said before, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the trunk should be able to grow. These saplings, oak saplings, are pretty resilient and adaptive. They don't really need space around them, they just need space above for the trunk, really. Okay, so 1 grow. But the thing is, it just takes so long for them to grow, they're not like popping up like in the case of the other farm. And the disadvantage of this for sure is that there definitely is some trimming that I need to do each time. So that's not as fun. It's not as practical for sure. But at least I don't have to leave the inside of my house. Also impractical is that in theory, when multiple of these grow, it'll completely block these beautiful windows here. So there still are some issues, even if the trees grow at an acceptable rate. Definitely still issues there. Hi. I think this is a very nice space for the animals here. They even have like an overhang that's so cute. They want to come outside but not be fully exposed. That's cute. I'm closing this up because I plan on extending this a little bit. Hold on. That's me. Okay. And I do have to open these as well. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm here. I had to look at something work related. Whoopsie. I have to do something else. It is 11:10. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, like, even if these trees grew super liberally like they're supposed to, I still have some issues with how they interact with the wall and the general feel of the space. I think it's a cool concept, actually, because it opens up this whole space. It opens it up. I'm not against it. It's just the trees don't grow frequently enough. And it does create some issues potentially with a lot of these growing. Well, at least these windows will never be obstructed right here. Hold on, sorry, I haven't been responding to comments here. Oh, hi Modern, sorry. Yes, I can see I was just distracted. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, don't worry about the notification. I'm better with comments. I was just in another window. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Ooh! My tree just grew. Yay. Oh, do you want to see my house here that I've been working on? Don't want to get blown up. So I'll just actually take a little nap here. So I'll let you, excuse me, see the house here. Gates, because I have villagers in here, and this is ideally going to become a village. I do kind of want to delete this real quick. That was my tree farm. So this is the house that I've been working on. See that big tower in the distance? That was the previous thing I built. And before that, I made this house over here. So there's this village. No, it's okay. I don't need help, but I really appreciate the offer. This is just a single player survival, and it will remain that way, but I really do appreciate the help. I want to be direct and transparent on that. Don't want to string people along. Unless I get bigger on Twitch and I have like a proper audience and there's some demand, I'm not going to open the server. You know what I mean? Yeah. Only if I get a little bit more traction here from TikTok or something would I open the server. It makes sense. Just supply and demand stuff. But this is my most recent build right here. Let me actually, I have to get rid of these hives as well. I started this world in January, not January, in either, I think it was May or late April. Exactly, that's exactly what it is. It's a mini mansion. It's not like these gargantuan creative builds that are just basically replicas of real life structures and they're so ridiculously huge into scale. It's like a house that I designed, and it's not so large that you feel like you're in a football field when you're in one room. It still has function. It's actually like the American suburban McMansion that people like to ridicule and make fun of. But the American suburban McMansion is actually really underrated because you have the feeling of a mansion and the space, but you still have the function and the family and the intimacy of a home. So the suburban McMansion is actually really underrated. I don't know if I would want like a Jeffree Star scale LA mansion or something. If I ever had something like that, it would have to be really, really cleverly designed so as not to feel um too large. I had to get rid of them. I'll show you what it looks like from the other side. Take a little stroll here as these bees try to end my life. You mean for the hives? So this is the other view. No, I don't have silk touch. I actually don't mind. I just basically enclose the perimeter of villages and farm renewable resources like wood and iron. I don't mind. I know that's crazy, but I don't mind in this game. I literally do not mind. And this is the other view. I love this side too because it has a little I know I don't mind in Minecraft, it's crazy, but it's not my fave. So this is like a little courtyard that I created using the natural peninsula here and the where the water comes in. I built it somewhat on the harbor to reference the other structures here, but then I made it go further in gradually to respect the land and stuff. This is one of my favorite rooms here. I'm going to turn into a library. It's very, very nice. I love this room. As you can see, I'm getting the necessary emeralds for that. I'm working that. These trees do not grow quickly enough. Oh, two grew. Nice. Okay, so that's confirmation that they can grow in really tight quarters here. How's your Monday going, by the way? The downside of having trees and doors in the space is that I do have to trim. Not my fave, but it can't be avoided. The alternative is making a whole different wing, a huge room, and just having it stick out. So I'd rather just do it like this. Been awake the entire time? You mean Monday? Damn, this took a while. Yikes. Bit of a night owl. What do you do? Work, school? All? Neither. No judgment, just curious. College. Oh, well, yep. That adds up. That adds up. I would like to, I'm going to use this as the farm. Yeah. So, yeah, this, when I plant trees like this really close together in the open, they grow like crazy, of course. This is a little bit more complicated, even if they have the minimum 7 blocks above them from ground level, which works out really nicely here because this house is on grid. So it just so happens that between the second level, the first and the ground, which are on grid, a grid that I established at Village Center all the way over yonder on the X and Y axes, just so happens that it's 7 blocks, which is exactly the right conditions for a tree farm that you don't want to grow into super trees, because that's terribly inconvenient. But even with the minimum height afforded, they're not growing quickly enough. So if I don't like it, I could always go back to the previous save. It's not a big deal. I didn't back up this save for the reason that this is a bit experimental. The purpose of this stream is mainly to see how these grow. Before, when the trees were like over here, in the same concentration, I could get like 3 stacks in 5 minutes. 3 stacks of logs. I'm barely, you know, scratching 1 stack here, so it's not. Thank you, I appreciate that. You get some good rest, you need it. I woke up about an hour ago. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you around. Yeah, I think this would be very nice, coming out like this. Cute. I like that. So that's a very nice space for the animals, I think. Whoops. This is cute. I like this. inside. I just had a really cringe thought. You know when you relive something that's so cringe? Oh god, please, it haunts me. It haunts me. Dear God, the pain. May one tree. It's so funny when it's stripped. It's just a wood stick. Real. Me. Never mind. What's my hand itchy? Don't have to be itchy hand. My son. Why is he just in the middle of the room? Because he's my son. Yeah, these trees definitely do not grow fast enough. It seems that way. Maybe it's just, maybe they're just acclimating to their surroundings. I know when I plant a crap ton of trees outside in the open, it's quiet for a while, and then they start growing. So maybe it's just an adjustment period. For this part, I may want to, just to be sure that the animals can't get out. This is a tad trickier. Okay, how about, instead of extending it to the walkway, even though it feels sort of redundant, I just do this. I end it here. How about that instead? Oh, that is sort of cute, because then I can just take this piece down right here. This is the better choice. That way I don't have to worry about how these interact. This is fine. And yes, I am keenly aware that if I go back to the previous save, I'll lose this, but these are minor adjustments. It's not that much, so. Oh. This is actually a cute little nook for the animals. For the anima. For the aminos. I love the aminos. Do you love the aminos? I love the aminos. Well, I guess at this point I should probably just do that and call it a day, you know? You know what I mean? Just calling it a day. Aminos. I do like it better the other way, but I don't really know what the solution would be for keeping this piece here. Because I do need to keep this piece here. This is part of this. Aminos. I love the aminos. Maybe I don't need to keep this. No, I do, because that's awkward. Yeah, see? I need to keep it there. See, that's just awkward. I think that's just awkward. I don't really know how to reconcile these two pieces here. Oh, I could just do this. Silly me. No, that doesn't work either. I may just have to do this and call it a day. This then becomes a proper column, so as to not feel cheapened by the amount of fence in this area. Yeah. Okay, so some more trees grew here. We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not... Okay, so this is not bad. If they continued growing at this rate, this would not be bad at all. Amanos. I love to amanos. Amamos. Okay. This is so cute. I love this so much. I love how this became my farm. Okay, so I do quickly need a gate. Yikes. This part isn't my favorite. But at least it's all in range. Because it's confined, so it's not like I have to get up on a ladder or something, or on a step stool, so to speak. It would be more ideal if I did not have the structure, the surrounding structure was not oak logs, so as to maintain any existing foliage in direct contact. But it's alright. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that I saw multiple trees grow, but that's literally just a quarter of a stack. Literally just a quarter, 5, 10, 15. All that work for a quarter of a stack? Not great. Oh, another one. Yay. I say, with pained enthusiasm, because I know I just got done cleaning up. This is cute. I like this a lot. I think the most efficient way of going about the cleanup is simply doing it from underneath. I don't know if an Enderman put this here or if it's natural. I don't know. I'll just assume anything that I can't tell, I can't decipher the origin of, whether placed there by Enderman or having just generated there, is fair game for me to remove, because it's not my fault this game is stupid and I don't know which is which sometimes, because Endermen should not possess that ability, period. They should not be able to do that, if you ask me. You should not be able to move blocks around when you have built that is in a manner contingent upon those blocks, like I do. That's stupid and unfair. I build on the environment and I make precise calculations, yes, calculations based on the environment. And then an Enderman comes and just moves the original material around. No, that's not fair, clearly. I like how the center of the basement here is based on various hallways. It should feel that way. And then this is the other section, which is very nice over here. At some point I'll add something. I'll open this up to the harbor, or I'll do something. But right now it's just closed the way it is. I won't open this stuff up because this is the peninsula, so there should be privacy here. I love that I have a proper big farm for the animals. Makes me very happy. If I can't use lanterns, I might as well spam the torches like crazy. You know what I mean? It's kind of stupid. I forget that the trees don't grow to full height. So I'm never really gonna have to deal with the windows being obstructed. It's nice. And these guys, they're so stupid, even though there are two staircases right here and right there leading to the second level, they don't know how to get up here. Really stupid. Same old with these dumbass villagers. Same old. What else is new? You're stupid. Yeah, you're dumb. Build this beautiful house for you and you're too fucking lazy to venture 10 feet. Yeah, right there. Just go up. Go up. There are beds up here. Is this game so stupid that it can't figure out how to path find when it's like right there? Yeah. That part. Just go. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold your hand. Love this area here. What can I get rid of? At some point it would be nice to have a resident Fletcher here. I don't know where the monsters are. Oh! Someone found it. Cool. It's good to know. This room is so beautiful. I think I would like some bookshelves to be up here too, going all the way up, so that residents above and below can enjoy that here too. These internal vertices. I'm gonna go out in search of some flint real quick. Now, if I recall, there was a deposit of flint over here that I was using. Right over here. Do I have... Oh, okay, I do. I'll go out here. I feel like I might have depleted it. But we shall see. All I need is 2. So, if there are 2 blocks of gravel remaining, then I can use that. I can fix that. Sorry. pretty... Oh yeah, there's way more than two. Okay, this'll do. Nice. Go ahead and just... I'll pretty much just do this. There it is. Cool. Nice. Mission accomplished. I should really always have two Fletchers in a given space, because otherwise what happens is I exhaust one's inventory and then I have to go somewhere else, so I'll make two. I love Fletchers, oh my god. This is really such a gorgeous build. It's a shame that the iron golem stopped spawning. Literally gorgeous, dude. Like, that's like the stuff of high fantasy. Mojang developers, hello. I mean, hire me. I don't know what I would do for them, but they could learn a lot from me. Because there's a whole lot of just building cathedrals to scale in creative mode and very little like actual creative design going on in the Minecraft community. The stuff that gets the views is not design driven. It's just, you know, building with a reference or importing models and shapes. I'll go in through this way. Okay. Where do I want my Fletchers to be? Typically I like to give the Fletchers their own little nook. I won't put it here. I don't need these doors at this moment. No. Ugh. Fletcher table, so glorious. I like them to be in their own little nook that's still on Broadway, so... Oh. Could be over here. Yeah, this is cute, actually. Alright, let me put them here. I don't know how I feel about that. And also, I don't know if anyone will claim those. Actually, this is a good location since these guys keep drifting over here. I like this area because it feels like ornamented, like a dedicated corner. I just wish I had 3 tables instead of 1. I mean 2, for symmetry. Alright. I am actually going to back up the game because I'm pretty content with my changes. So I'm going to back it up. And that is all for now. I will be back on later. Peace.